Hi everyone, this is Loveleen,
Hi, it's Nasim.
and we are doing Wellness Wednesday. This is our video number 4 for a little series that we created for August, which is a month of wellness. And we have been focusing on everything wellness, basically sharing what our experiences are, what it means for us, what do we do to take care of self. So here we are in today's video. We are going to be talking about altar spaces and why is it essential to have a little sacred space to take care of self. So Nasim, do you have, why do you think it is essential to create such a space for our own self?
I think it's essential because just like with anything that you're giving intention and you're
Mm-hmm,
giving purpose and commitment to,
mm-hmm,
creating that space allows you and invites you to really be with and embrace that commitment to self in this case. And so having a space, whether it's a room, it's a corner of a room, it may even be in your office, but to create with intention a space that feeds the spiritual, energetic, the emotional, the creative, all the different parts of you that feel soothing and healing, bring
mm,
peace and calm, further enhances your ability to actually enliven that. And so having a space or an altar even
mm-hmm.
can create that and expand that intention that you're creating of self-love and self-care for oneself and expanding one's energy and spiritual connection.
That's so beautiful. And it reminds me, like, for example, like if we go to a temple or a church, right, it's like as soon as you enter that space you're completely in another world. It's like you already feel like connection with the universe, you feel at peace. And same with little altar spaces, right? If you create it with the intention of love and to help you relax and calm, and soon that's the energy that will be infused in that little space. How, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. And as soon as you enter that, it's like you're entering your sacred ground, and you're completely transformed just because that's the energy of that space. Isn't it so cool?
Yes, so much so. You think about it, in a room, you could be surrounded with so many things that that sacred space that you're talking about can
Mm-hmm,
be lost with everything
mm-hmm,
around you. But
mm-hmm.
when you have a designated space and that's all you're in and a part of and seeing, you can't help but be transformed in that space.
Yeah. That's so amazing. So I'm pretty sure you have like a space or two in your home and office, and even the Reiki session where you do, like, it would be filled with things and objects. So what are the elements of your sacred space?
I love the different senses and being
Hmm.
able to tap into the different parts of me, everything from smell, from what I'm seeing to what I'm touching and feeling. And so in my home, I do have a altar space in my room where I have candles, I have incense, sage, and crystals. I even have affirmations that I put up there that I'm able to see and read whenever I sit to meditate. And then in my office where I do my Reiki healing sessions, for my clients, I use crystals and essential oils because that helps enhance the experience and
Mm-hmm.
helps them tap deeper into their body and get out of their head. And
Mm.
so, in creating these spaces with these different elements and tools, we're able to tap into other parts of ourselves that we may not do on a regular basis.
Mm. That's amazing. I feel all of these little things are more like reminders, right? So we're all, when I look at them, because I make things basically that are meant for that. And if we are already, I feel like if we're already at the level, the next level, right? We're all uh, self-realized, or kind of like really knowing, we've already uh, reached that next level of realization.
Mm.
then we might not even need anything. Might as well live in a mountain and in a hut and we'll be fine. But we are all together on this planet, on this journey of getting there. And all of these things, crystals and oils and art and sage incense, whatever, that really helps us ground and, feel connected. These are all little companions and reminders that are helping us get to that next step easily, or just, yeah, in a more joyful way, don't you
I
think?
love that. Yes, yes. Oh, I love that so much. You're so right. It is such the reminders because everything already lives within us.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
reminding us of that and what is already here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you?
It's a lot. So, I have like a yoga and meditation room, and it's right now my husband. It's like an office slash that. So one corner I have my altar with a meditation cushion and all my, display of my idols. So that's like my meditation zone, and it's really, really easy for me to just connect when I'm sitting there. But overall, I'm surrounded because I think I can say I'm like a sunflower. I move with the sun.
Mm.
So I have like little corners all over the home. And when I'm creating in the morning, for example, there's a certain environment I like. So for example, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little couch behind me, next to the window. So I love looking outside the window and making art and just seeing the sunrise and birds, just hearing the seeing the sky at the time. So it's little things, and then I will have like a nice coffee mug is totally a part of my sacred space because it's all of these, the environment, how I feel when I hold that cup of coffee and look outside, it's just like immersed in the miracles of nature, right? So that itself for me is so sacred and so special when nobody is awake and I'm doing that. But sage, totally, like sage and incense are, I do that a lot. Overall, I have like a lot of crystals uh, spread around in my home. But it's a lot of art, a lot of affirmation cards spread everywhere, and depending on what I'm feeling that day, I choose a spot in our home, and that's where I hang out. And depending on what the intention is. So for creativity, I have a certain space. For meditation, I would go to a different space. It's just infused. It's just easier for me to get into the flow when I'm in that particular space. So that's, yeah.
I love that. Having different spaces that feeds different parts of you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, wow, I knew this would be a longer video, but we're almost out of our 10-minute mark. So, why don't we close it with a question for our audience? So, Nasim, you want to ask something?
We would love to hear from you guys. What does your space look like? If you have an altar, you have a sacred space, if you're willing to even share a picture of it with us, please do comment below. We'd love to hear about what fills up you and your space that makes it sacred and special to you and allows you to dive deeper into your self-care and wellness journey.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Nasim. And with that, everyone, this is our video number 4 of the Wellness Wednesday. It's our last video of this series, but there's so much to share on this. We were just like, hey, we haven't even scratched the surface. So who knows, we might be doing more videos. So stay tuned. And of course, sign up for my list if you want daily dose and just divine inspiration and wisdom in your inbox. Plus discount codes also for my art and lifestyle pieces. But that's it for the series. Thank you for listening, watching, and this was such a pleasure, Nasim. It was so much fun, and I'm sure we will be having more conversations on this.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Be well, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.